It's okay, I'm hiding from my own kids. So if anybody comes down here and like you hear the ruckus, it's fine. It's just them. So today we are going to learn partial products. It's with lesson 9.3. There's no journal pages today, so if you have a piece of paper that you could get out, or just a post-it note and follow along with me, okay? That would be awesome. There is a couple ways to do this. So if you look, page 211, we're skipping that page. But one of the problems is 28 times 4. Now, I could add 28 plus 28 plus 28 plus 28 to get 28 times 4. Or we're going to do something that's called partial. Partial, you see the word part, because we're going to be taking the numbers apart. And product, that has to do with, if you find the product of a number, you're doing multiplication. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 28 apart. So if I think of just 28, I know that there are 2 10s, which makes 20, and 8 1s. And what I'm going to do is each of those are going to get times by 4. 20 times 4, 8 times 4. Now, I can do those problems when I take them apart. I get partial of the answer. I get part of the answer. So I do 4 times 2 and get 8, and I add 1 0. I do 8, double the double when you're doing times 4. 16 doubled is 32. Now I have each of these parts. What I'm going to do with each of those parts is add them together. 2, 8, 9, 10, 11. 112. Isn't that awesome? It's so fun. Now, over here, I call these the teacher notes. You can get rid of the teacher notes, but there is a couple of keys. The first one is you have to make sure you line up your numbers, okay? You have to line them up to be able to add them. The second thing is to make sure you're neat so you can read your own writing. All right, now, if I lost my eraser now, oh my goodness gracious. One of my kids probably stole that. Either that or, oh, I found it. Okay, so I'm going to do another one, okay? I'll show you what it looks like when I do not do the teacher notes. So let's just think of a number like 95 times 7. Okay? Now, remember I think of 95 as the extended form. This is 90 and this is 5. Now I'm going to do this one without my teacher notes. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is 7 times 90. Now, I can do that because all I'm going to do is do 7 times 9 and then add a 0. I can even add the 0 early if I want. Okay, well, I can do the 9s trick. So 5, 6, 7, 6 on this side, 3 on this side, 63. When I add a 0 to that, it makes 630. Now, I'm done with the 9, so I'm going to go to the 5. You're going to do each part. 7 times 5, 35. Notice how I lined up the 1s, the 10s. There was no hundreds here. If you want, you can put a 0, so then you don't get screwed up. And I'm going to add them up. 5, 6, 665. Now, if I were to do my teacher notes, it would look like this. 90 times 7, 5 times 7. All I'm doing is I'm doing the extended form of that. Okay, now what's really cool is we can get harder and stretch our brains. Like, let's go to the hundreds. Let's make 267 times 8. Now this time, I have 267. I'm going to think of this as 200. This is 60 because it's in the tens place, and 7 ones. Now, I could do my teacher notes if I need to. Some people like the teacher notes. I like to make little things like this one's the hundreds, so I know I'm going to have 2 zeros. This one's the tens, so I know I'm going to have 1 0. Now, it doesn't matter what order I want to multiply in. Do I want to start here, here, here? It doesn't matter because I'm going to get each of the parts, the partial products. So this time, I'm going to start with the hundreds. I like to start with the hundreds because then I don't forget the zeros. I know my answer is going to have 2 zeros because it's the 100. 8 times 200, or 8 times 2 is 16. Then I add my 2 zeros. Now I'm going to do 8 times 60 because 6 is in the tens place. 6 and 8 go on a date. They come back as 48, and I know I need 1 0. Notice how I'm writing neatly, and I'm lining up the numbers. My last one is 7 times 8. 5, 6 equals 7 times 8. 5, 6 equals 7 times 8. Now, notice that when there's a 3-digit number, I have 1, 2, 3 parts to find. If there were a 4-digit number, I would have 4 parts down here. All right? Now, I've done each part. Once I get each part, I add the parts together. I like to go like this, 6. Ooh, you're going to have to use a little carrying method here because 8 plus 5 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can't just write 13 down here. I have to put a 3 down here, and I'm going to carry a bundle up here. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Means I have another bundle over here. That one makes 1, 2. 2,136. Isn't this awesome? I love this. Okay, now, you guys, don't tell anybody else, but let's go to the thousands. Let's go with 3,767. Yep, we're doing it. Times 7. Now remember, you can do your teacher notes down here if you want to. I could write 3,767. That's my extended facts. Or these are my little cheat notes. This one's in the thousands place. I know there's going to be 3 zeros. This is the hundreds place. I know I'm going to have 2 zeros. This is the tens place. I know I'm going to have 1 0. This is the ones, no zeros. Now I just use my extended facts. 7 times 3 is 21. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You want to add that comma in, that's fine. 7 and 7 are feeling fine. 7 times 7 is 49. And I need 2 zeros. Notice how I'm lining the numbers up. 6 and 7 are feeling blue. 6 times 7 is 42. I need to add that 0 in. One last part to find because I need 4 parts. 1, 2, 3. I need the last part. 7 and 7 are feeling fine. 7 times 7 is 49. No zeros because this is in the ones place. Ooh, I had to write a little small. I have all of my parts. Once I have all my parts, I add them together. 0, 0, 0, 9. Awesome. 0, 0, 0, 2 and 4. 4, 5, 6. 9 plus 4 is going to give me 13. I put 3 down here and I carry the next one to the next bundle over here. It's like making another bundle because if you think of adding 900, 1,000, 1,100, so we have to carry that number. I know some of you don't know what carrying is and some of you do, so that's kind of new when we do these partial sums. Just adding another like group over here. 4, 5, 6. And here, just a 2. So I get 26,369. I love this. It's so fun. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed learning partial products. It's going to come up. You could use your double-digit multiplication packet and get out and try it for yourself. This is called partial products. Remember, because partial meaning parts, you get all your parts and you put them together to find the product, okay? Now, when you go to your math boxes on page, 9.3, which is 213, there is one that you should maybe need help with. Number 1 says equal chance. Equal means the same. The number that's the smallest, that's number 2, easy peasy. Number 3, you have to write 3 fractions that are equivalent or equal to 8/12. Remember, to do that, all you have to do is choose a number. Let's say you choose 2 times the top and the bottom by 2. That's going to give you a different fraction. Then you choose another number. Maybe it's times 5. And you get a new fraction. You have to make 3 fractions that are equal to 8/12. Multiply the top and the bottom by the same thing. Get new things each time, okay? Number 4, pencils cost $1.99 for a package of 24 and $1.69 for a package of 16. What is the total of 2 24 packs and 1? Well, you can just ballpark estimate. So if a pack of 24 costs $1.99, that's pretty close to $2. And if I'm buying 2 of those, that's 1 package. This would be 2 packages. Okay, and then I would need to buy $1.69, which is close to like $1.70. Add those up. That's my estimate, or my ballpark estimate. $2 plus $2 plus $1.70. Don't get rid of that equal sign there. Okay, you would add all 3 of those together. To get my exact answer, I would do $1.99 plus $1.99 plus $1.69. Okay, now those of you who learned carrying in partial products today, you can do the same thing. 9 plus 9 is 18. Another 9 is going to equal 27. You put the ones here, you carry the bundle, the 20, 27, and now I add here 18, 19, 20. 20 plus 6 equals 26. I put the ones here, I carry the bundle up here, I get 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you know the exact answer. I wasn't going to give you the exact answer. Sorry, hope you watched the video all the way through. All right, when you get to number 5 and you're sharing with 4 people, grab a piece of paper, grab your 4 people, then say to yourself, can they each get $20? 20, 40, 60, 80. Yes. Okay, now I'm at $80. Okay, give them each 10. See if it works. You gotta divide them out. Okay, so 4 people, I gave them 20, 40, 50, 60, 80. Can I give them another 10? 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. No, they can't get 10 more. I'm at 80, so it's counting on. 80, let's give them $5. 85, 90, 95, 100. Now I'm at 100. I need to go to 108. So I'm at 100, I need to go up to 108. I need 8 more for each person. Think about what that would look like and finish that problem. When you get to the next one, $61 shared with 4 people, do the same thing. Can they each get 20? Then go to the tens, okay? I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. Partial products is going to come up a lot, and I love it, and you guys are going to learn to love it too. So stick with us. I know your parents know a little bit different way to multiply, because when I was in school we learned a little bit different way, but trust me, you are going to use this in 4th grade and all through middle school. Partial products is the best. Mrs. Rave out.